Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Andrew for Life here to talk about Berserk. We got chapter 365 and 366 and we're going to dive right into it, alright? So, I just wanted to go over the chapters together, read them, scroll through them online, and sort of go from there and talk about it as we do. So let's dive right into it. Spoilers, obviously, and 365. Let's go. So first off, the first image we get is a insane looking image from the Conviction arc, I believe, about the child, how Casca used to wear that outfit during the Conviction arc. That's the whole Moonlight child demon baby that came upon from either Casca being R-worded or Guts and Casca having relations and then Griffith interfering. I think we're not even sure, as to my knowledge, what is going on exactly. But anyways, we go down here and we have this super cool full color image. Guys, rest in peace Kentaro Miura, but I gotta give it to the assistants and Koji Mori. They are doing a great job with the artwork here. We haven't seen Puck in a little bit, and man, does this look like a cool picture of Guts or what? So detailed, so bloody accurate, so bloody, you know what I mean? Okay, so we get that, really cool. Then we come down here, 365, really short chapter, right? Starts off with nice little panel of the moon. We get Puck and his full glory and his full Puckish glory soaring through the sky like a daggum beautiful eagle. And it looks great. The drawing looks great. The artwork looks fantastic. Everything looks super clean. It definitely has a vintagey Berserk style and feel to it. I feel like the artists are tapping into their roots for this one and trying to really nail the artwork here, guys. So let's hats off to them. Claps, round of applause. It looks great. Then we see, I think, Casca's eye, and Puck is turning around, and it's like Puck notices something. The mermaids on Elf Isles. I forget all the characters' names, so you're gonna have to give me a break. This looks like the Kelpies, the Kelpio guys, the water demon guys. I think they're chill on Elf Island, but yeah, it looks like they're freaking out, and it looks like all of Elf Island is like on high alert, and everybody's freaking out, and they're like alerted to some presence. Something is here. Exactly. See, there's a presence. A man? No. It's from outside. A terrifying entity has come to our island. Oh, brother. And we know what the terrifying entity is. We know that that's Griffith, okay? But, I think it was not that long ago, Guts explained to people on Elf Island, like, who Griffith was, what happened, what the real story is, and they're all, like, sensing this terrible godhand evil presence that is just demonic and overpowering, and, it's establishing its presence on Elf Island. We get, Shirke, Casca, and Shirke. So Casca looks like this is her foot. She's, like, walking out of the house, and then Shirke's just like, "What's up, Casca?" And then, who knows what's up, Casca's standing there, and there's the back of Guts, and then the back of Griffith, and that's what Casca sees. Obviously, this is super traumatic. Obviously, this is going to trigger core memories in her mind that she wishes to erase. She has associated with these guys a lot of trauma, a lot of problems, a lot of problematic memories are getting surfaced. So Casca's just in pure shock, and certainly enough, we see Femboy and all his Femboy glory, Griffith. I'm surprised they didn't draw a huge dick for him. They stopped it right there, but here he is, being beautiful Griffith as always. It's like the moonlight striking his silver hair, and his eyelashes are so long and pretty, and he's looking up at his Guts and Casca, former crewmates, former companions, former peers, former colleagues that he shit all over. And the brand is, of course, it's bubbling with their blood, with Casca's and Guts's. And these are the leaked images now that we're getting into. So, Casca has memory from the Conviction Arc, the God Hand. She dropped something, it looks like. No, it can't be. She sees Griffith. Her symbol, her sacrifice symbol, is just going haywire. It's on full alert. And so, like they said, whenever you're closer to evil and you have a brand of sacrifice, that's what it is, your symbol, your brand of sacrifice will get much more, it'll feel, the pain will be much more vibrant. You'll bleed so much more. It'll be so much more active than if a God Hand member was more distant, like they typically are and have been. And so her brand of sacrifice is in a lot of pain, causing her a lot of pain. It's just bursting with blood, as you can see. Shirke is freaking the heck out because she sees the Hawk of Light, his evil eye, right? Then we got Casca freaking the fuck out, which makes Guts so triggered and pissed. And I love that. I love how they did that, how it's Casca seeing this, then it shows Guts' anger, because Guts' anger isn't there without Casca being the victim that she is behind him, right? So it's all symbolic, and I love that. Then we have Guts shaking with anger, his false mechanical arm trembling, and he sees Griffith in person for the first time since the Sword of Hills, I believe, where Guts and Zod had to duke it out. Now Guts swings 2 chapters in 1. Keep reading. Griffith swings his sword at Guts. We're back, strugglers. Woo! Okay, so then we're gonna back out, and I'm gonna pull up chapter 366. So let's find that on Google. Alright. Here we go. Boom bap, baby. We back. And so Guts is here in chapter 366. Not letting the Berserker armor take full control, but he's still swinging full on, violently, filled with rage and hatred and malice and contempt for Griffith. And he swings, and it looks like he cuts right through him. But as we see, Griffith teleported. He got hit, but not really, right? So it's like Guts almost landed some sort of swing, but Griffith is able to teleport and distort through space-time. So if you guys remember, when the Skull Knight tried to swing the Behelit sword at Femto in his Femto-y form, Griffith or Femto just distorted the blade so it couldn't even touch him. And so we saw that power that Griffith has that was just unmatched and unrivaled, truly. So Guts is pissed because he can't touch Griffith, but he's right here in front of him, causing him and Casca all this branch problems, all this emotional PTSD trauma problems. So Guts is like, alright, fuck you, dude. I see you. It's here. I've got to be able to hit you. So he swings and again. But it's a swing and a miss. Because, lo and behold, even though Guts... See, I love how they have the sweat dripping, the hand... the speed lines going, because Guts only needs one hand to swing that sword so fast. And here's the Berserker armor taking over, or trying to, but Guts seemingly not letting it. And Griffith just standing there completely fine. Guts so pissed that he's standing there completely fine. And all his femboy moonlight beauty. Ooh, it triggers Guts. Ooh, it gets him riling. Ooh, it gets that blood pumping. So then we see right here a beautiful panel of a beautiful man, Griffith, skin and bones as usual, with an odd amount of muscle mass and definition for someone so skinny, with the long, pretty hair and eyes and face. I mean, Griffith is, by all means, pretty. And this panel is even more than pretty. It's gorgeous. You know, it's so well drawn. We get down here, where Guts is clearly basically lost his freaking marbles at this point. And he just starts swinging like crazy. Okay, so he's swinging, he's missing, he's swinging, he's missing.
and he is getting more and more mad by the second. Aha, I never know how to read those, right? The sound effects, but it seems like Shirke is in her astral form, trying to figure out maybe what's going on an astral level. What is that? Someone's here. Could it be Master? No, she thinks it's her master. Master, stop. You mustn't get any closer. Farnese, what are you doing here? Okay, so Farnese is in her astral form, saving Shirke from an astral demon of some sort that Shirke obviously doesn't recognize. That's not important right now. Yes, you can sense it too. It's a maelstrom. That's a maelstrom of force which draws in and swallows everything around it. So it's like a black hole, I assume. What unbelievable power. We can't let ourselves get sucked in. A true maelstrom. Thank you, Farnese. Keep our minds linked and we'll go back. And then I love this image right here of the, like, it's so serious and intense, and then we just get a little comic relief with the way that Shirke and Farnese are drawn in their astral forms here, and the squiggly line text. I love that. I genuinely love that. A little comic relief, artistically expressed, is always going to be acceptable in my book, right? So then look at the art, guys. Look at the art. It's so ballin'. Okay, so then Shirke's upset. Master, thank heavens. What happened to Guts? Ha, ha, ha. Guts is swinging and swinging and swinging, and he hates Griffith. He wants to slice Griffith like a bunch of canned peaches, right? And Guts vs. Griffith, baby! Guts vs. Griffith! Okay, so the hype is real. Farnese and Shirke are just like Guts. And I can feel it. Something is coming. Okay. Okay, so what's happening here, huh? Puck, we get a good shot of Puck, and I don't even know what's going on here on Elf Island. And then we get the Claw of Doom. We get the paw and the Claw of Doom. I like to think this image right here, okay, first of all, it's beautifully done, but it's also, there's the memeability of this panel is just skyrocketing through the roof, right? I mean, it's a 10 out of 10 memeability panel, and it's a 10 out of 10 well-drawn panel. When I say memeability, right, I mean something that can just be taken and then be used for so many other hilarious contexts. So what I mean by this is, it's like when you're like petting your cat and then you pet its stomach and then your cat's like, ah! It's like, I'm surprised I haven't seen tons of memes just coming from this one panel, because that's adorable and scary and cool, and it's such a crazy panel, right? Guts like looks up with the horror in his eyes that Casca had in her eyes earlier. So a little bit of foreshadowing from earlier coming to fruition. And then Guts dodges out of the way. And then look what we have. A sweaty, teeth-clenching Guts staring up at the claw paw demon himself with one horn. Zod! And a wedge has formed on the sacred island, and a torrent of darkness is flooding in. So, I think it's fair to assume, guys, that some of the theories that we saw leading up to this was that, you know, Elf Island would be overrun with demons. Somehow they would travel through the Tree of Life that's on, you know, in Earth, and somehow Zod and rest of the crew would find a way to Griffith to like protect and serve Griffith at his side. So I think what we're seeing is actually some Berserk theories that fans have made possibly come into the light now, because it does seem like now that Griffith is he transitioned from Moonlight Boy to Griffith, it makes sense that Griffith's entourage or his constituents would need to be by his side. His apostles, the humans who blindly trust and follow him, anyone who's evil is going to be on Griffith's side, and they're going to be there to protect him from Guts, who they would perceive as evil, right? Maybe not all of them, obviously, but a lot of people Griffith has confused and manipulated to think he is the good guy, he's the savior, he's the Hawk of Light, right? So, it's definitely crazy here that Zod is here, because I think that implies the rest of the entourage is soon to come. there's soon to be many more apostles, many more evil people on Elf Island than was ever intended for Elf Island's intents and purposes. So, we're not confirmed on any of this. We don't 100% know what Zod's appearance means on Elf Island, but I think it's fair to assume that this is the big time. That a lot of shiz is about to go down on Elf Island. We're about to get a crazy battle. Skull Knight's still on Elf Island. Don't forget, Skull Knight's here somewhere. He just hasn't made his appearance yet. So y'all don't forget, Skull Knight's here. All the mages and powerful good people are here. Guts and Casca are here. And Casca's now got her memory back. So, who knows what could happen? Could Casca lose her memory again? Lord forbid. Could Elf Island be overrun by the apostles and the demons and Griffith's followers? Could Griffith try to kill them all right here? Could Zod kill them all right here? This is some final in-game shit, and I really think somebody's about to die. Whether that's Skull Knight, Casca, Guts, Griffith, Isidro, Shirke, Farnese, who knows, right? But I do think somebody's gonna die, probably. And that's totally an assumption on my end, but it does seem like we're reaching a climax of this arc. And this is a near-end arc, so the climax should understandably be pretty climactical, okay? And, yeah, so I just wanted to go over the new chapters with you guys. I hope everybody is excited as I am. I hope everybody is satisfied with the artwork and the storytelling just as much as I am. We got to give our respects to Kitaro Miura, but we got to give our respects to his assistants too, and Koji Mori, his best friend. And I just think this is a time to band together as a community, to love the artwork that we're getting, the fact we're getting a continuation, and to love the story and appreciate the art and the hard work that goes into this story to make it a reality, guys. So, please, appreciate what you see. Try not to be hung up on the fact Kitaro is past RIP, and let's focus on the good, positive aspects here and come together and really finish this story strong in full enjoyment and just have fun with it. Because ultimately, we're all here because we like a good story, and we, in our spare time and our hobbies and when we're exploring our passions, we've all come to the agreement, if you're watching this video at least, that Berserk is the show for you. It's the story for you. It's the show for you. And this story has something to offer for you on whatever level that may be. So let's just enjoy this as a community. If you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and show your support that way to me as well. I always appreciate it, but if you can't do that, at least show your support to Kitaro Miura's assistants and Koji Mori, his best friend. And guys, let's wrap this freaking story up and get ahead on top, because isn't this one of the most fantastic stories you've ever read? Isn't this one of the most ironic, fantastic, stories you've ever been told, in the way that it's been told, the way that we didn't know if Kitaro would make it, then he passed, then we didn't know if we'd get a continuation, we did. Isn't it all ironically just miraculous and just so beautifully told in real life as it is fiction? And isn't it all just amazing to be a part of it? That's what I think, you guys. I think it's amazing to just be a part of this community, this story that is being unraveled before our eyes. I think it's all just a miraculous thing to witness and be a part of. So, once again, let's show respect. R.I.P. Kitaro Miura. Love his assistants. Love Koji Mori. And please, if you can, like and subscribe on the channel. I appreciate it. I appreciate anybody's time. And yeah, you guys, thanks. Thanks so much for checking me out. I hope to make some more content and videos, and I hope you guys keep liking what I'm doing. Thanks. Peace.